Alright, what's going on? Today, before I get started, first of all, I want to say if there's no music, it's because I'm a dumbass and I couldn't figure out how to edit it properly I'm not going to try recording with music playing off my computer this time because it just sounded atrocious in the last video and I didn't like it at all, I'm pretty happy with the support it got. Thank you very much. Let's see. Oh yeah, one other thing. If you hear, like, banging in the background, uh, there's like a construction company pretty much behind my backyard, so it's super loud. I hear it here all the time through my room. It's really annoying, yeah, that's what that is. Try to ignore it if you do hear it. If you don't hear it, well, then there's nothing to worry about. Today I want to talk about an old theory of mine. This theory is from September 12th of last year, so it's pretty old. I know it's outdated now, so you don't have to tell me in the comments, this theory is not right. I just want to talk about it because I thought it was interesting, and I don't know. I've just been thinking about Mega Evolution a lot recently, so I wanted to talk about my old theory of Mega Evolution, and I got it pulled up here on my computer, so I'll read it to you really quick. It says, Yveltal is a supposed death Pokemon, and it has already been stated in the lore of the games that it destroys all life. Alright, now here's where I'm gonna, add a little bit in, now, because I kinda left this out when I wrote this forever ago. In ancient times, I think Yveltal wiped out all life, and Xerneas recreated that life, because that's what it does. Xerneas is the life-giving Pokemon. It makes everything, it keeps the balance of life as it's supposed to be. Um, I think Xerneas recreated the life, but not perfectly so. The incomplete parts of a Pokemon's genetic code were left behind as what we know as Megastones. So basically, these Megastones are like little lumps of incomplete DNA that belong to certain Pokemon, the Pokemon that can Mega Evolve. This means Pokemon pre-Mega Evolution are genetically incomplete. Mega Evolution is a form of temporary genetic repair that allows the Pokemon to rewrite its genetic code back to what it was before. As for the Keystones, this is a little bit of a reach because I didn't really know how to explain Keystones in this theory back when. I still don't know how to explain Keystones really, in the Sinnoh Library in Canalave, well, I guess you call it the Canalave Library, there's a whole little section that talks about the really old mythology surrounding people and Pokemon, and it talks a lot about how people and Pokemon were once the same. It talks about how people used to turn into Pokemon, Pokemon used to turn into people, they'd marry each other. I don't know, that part's kind of weird, and I'm not gonna talk about that, um, the Keystones are like the counterparts to Megastones, but for people. So back then, what I was saying is that these Keystones are incomplete human DNA, and when they're combined together in battle, obviously, the Pokemon Mega evolves. But this is of course in this new Gen 6 timeline. We've got this whole Mega Evolution phenomenon, and even now we still don't know a lot about it. We really don't. We do know that Rayquaza was the first observed Mega Evolution when it came down from the heavens and had first contact with the people of Hoenn. But I don't know. I find that kind of strange because, it always talks about how such a strong bond is required between a trainer and its Pokemon. And I know there are instances of Pokemon Mega evolving on their own, like Diancie in the Diancie movie. I'm not gonna really compare that to the games because those are two separate canons, and you can fight me about that all day long, but they are. But maybe not in XYZ. We'll see in XYZ because stuff getting funky fresh over there. I don't know what's going on, yeah. I don't know. I always just thought this is a really just strange addition to the Pokemon game. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't hate it. I love Mega Evolution to death. In fact, it brought back so many of my favorite Pokemon from my childhood that I would never use now in the competitive scene unless they had Mega Evolutions. Like Beedrill. Love Beedrill to death. I never would have touched that Pokemon ever if it didn't get a Mega Evolution. So I'm really grateful for that. Yeah, I guess I don't really know where to go from here. I wrote like my little not script, but I wrote down my little bullets here on my notebook 2 minutes before I started recording this. So I don't have a whole lot to talk about really, I suppose. But if we know now that the Megastones themselves probably come from the Litliolan meteor shower. You can find that post game in Oras. There's like a little side quest in the Delta episode. In the beginning of it, you get tickets for this observatory show, and you go with May. And at the very end of the game, like post Delta episode, I think you go watch the meteor shower with her. And I don't know, it's super interesting. I think one of the scientists, I don't know if it's Professor Cosmo or not. He's like the crazy old man that lives in Fall Arbor Town that just obsesses over meteorites and stuff. But I think at one point he mentions the Mega Stones coming from the sky or something. I don't know, but yeah. In the comments, just let me know what you think about Mega Evolution. What you think is going on with it, because I really am interested to hear other people's feedback, because this, despite being probably or unarguably the most key integral part of this series for the last 2 years almost, we still don't know hardly anything about it. You know, it's it's crazy, and like hopefully that'll get explained like to the fullest in the next main series game. But for now, I mean, all we really do have is speculation. So I mean, if that's all you got to kind of roll with it. But yeah, let me know down below what you think about this. This is a super old theory. I'll probably like plop it up on screen so you guys can read it while I'm talking in the background. But yeah, I think that's about it. I'm gonna sign out here. Thank you for watching.